Hey, I want to thank everybody for tuning into a special edition of Steel City Sports World. I'm your host, Luther Dupree. Got my partner back, Mike Migliore, Smoker Jim. They haven't been here for like a couple shows. They come back and Claudio's out, but it's all good. Let's start it off with our Steel City news. Mike, do I need a disclaimer? You've been going 2 months.
Not.
Okay, go ahead.
Pirates won today, which is kind of a miracle. They got off to a nice start, but they just went back to where they're supposed to be. Bad part is, or unfortunate part is, we have some really good players on the team. Unfortunately, we got garbage management. Clint Hurdle was the worst manager in the history of not just baseball, but sports. There are cave drawings that show people that are better managers than him. Okay? Their batting coach couldn't hit water if he fell out of a boat. Their Ray Searage and Clint Hurdle have ruled more players than age. The two most glaring examples are Pedro Alvarez and Tyler Glasnow. They drafted Alvarez because he could hit. They pulled him into the majors because he could hit. And then they started to change things. Change your batting stance, change your grip, wait for the ball to get deeper in the box, whatever the hell that means. But they kept changing everything. You take a look at him from the beginning of his career and a look at him at the end of his time with the Pirates. Two completely different players. Tyler Glasnow, they drafted him because he could pitch. And when he was in AAA, he blew out everybody. So they pulled him up to the majors, told him, don't throw this pitch anymore, don't throw that pitch anymore, throw this, hold the ball different, but on and on and on. They ruin these players. And for the most recent example, take a look at Francisco Cervelli batting last season and look at him batting this season. He can't get a hit to save his life. And that's what Clint Hurdle and Ray Searage do to their players. No wonder that they can't win anything. Now they got two really good players, Tucker and Reynolds. Won't be long before they destroy them too.
All right, well, Smoker, the words you're about to hear reflect Smoker Jim's thinking and don't reflect mine, Mike, or anybody else you're going to hear tonight. That being said, Smoker Jim, it's all yours.
Hey, thanks, Lou. Just want to update everybody. It's my first day back. I've been off for 2 months. I was in a bad car accident on March 5th. I was in a trauma unit for 3 days, and the only one that kept in touch with me was Sindel. So I'm thankful for my white friends. But anyhow, hey, I guess I'm the only one that rated the Pittsburgh Steelers draft a D-. I thought the Steelers gave up way too much to move up for an undersized 5'11" middle linebacker who only had one career interception and he can't cover tight ends. But the Pittsburgh Steelers did draft a tight end. He's 6'8". He got the mobility of the son of Frankenstein. He can't run. He can't block. He can't jump. And the only thing he can be is a bust. They also drafted a running back, Benny Snell. I'd rather have Benny Hill. Benny Snell runs like he got a piano on his back. Listen, the greatest running back in Pittsburgh Steelers history is Le'Veon Bell. He's gone. But Chris Boswell, who can't make an extra point, can't make a field goal, and has no confidence, is still on the team. Greatest wide receiver in Steelers history, Antonio Brown, is gone. But Artie Burns is still on the team. And in my opinion, the greatest linebacker in Steelers history is T.J. Watt. T.J. Watt makes the Pro Bowl. They fire his linebacker coach. But bubblegum chewing Danny Smith got the worst special teams in the NFL. He's still on the team. James Conner makes the Pro Bowl. They fired a running back coach. But defensive coordinator Keith Butler, who couldn't spell cat, if you spotted him the C and the T, he's still on the team. I'm not here to hate. I'm just shooting straight. The Pittsburgh Steelers don't want to be great. They just want to be 8-8.
Oh, you just like rhyming something with 8 and 8. You've been doing that for 4 years and been wrong for 4 years straight.
7-1.
Listen, that's why we put the disclaimer. We're going to get into that draft talk in a little bit. Watching the NBA playoffs, kind of disappointed. I'm disappointed. Well, I don't know why I should be. James Harden, once again, is folding up. Every playoff, it's the same old thing. He flops his way to averaging 36 points. Then when they need him the most, he's never there. He always folds in the playoffs. I'm done going with Houston. I'm done going with all these guys who don't show up in the playoffs. Russell Westbrook, James Harden, all these guys. The only guys you can really count on, of course, the Warriors. My guy, King James, who's not in the playoffs for the first time, and whoever. I'm interested to see what Greek Freak does. He had a bounce-back game against Boston the last time. It's time for him to make that step and also become a money player. I'm looking for Milwaukee to to go do some big things. Milwaukee and Philadelphia, I think, are going to meet in the Eastern Conference Finals, and I'm looking forward to it. But let's get back. We got a great show. We got some guests in the house, but starting it off, he couldn't be here for the football show. Who do we have in the house, Smoking Jim?
I tell you what, it's such an honor. This is a guy, you're talking about a guy that don't fall too far from the tree. You know, his dad was a great, great quarterback. This young man, I predicted before the season that he would pass for over 50 touchdown passes. On the stats, it's only 31, but 20 of his touchdown passes got called back. So I was right. He passed for over 50 touchdowns. He's going to make an announcement on the show where he's going to play his next 4 years. But I tell you what, big hand for Steel City Sportswear. Player of the Year in football, Israel Reed. Izzy.
That's what I'm talking about. He brought a whole cheering section with him, man. Thank you again for coming on, man. Just talk about the season, man.
How y'all doing? My name's Israel Reed again. This season, it was a little rough. We lost a lot of our seniors, and we had a strong senior core coming back. It was just that we couldn't get it done this year. We needed a little more help, and we just couldn't get the hard work done. You know what I'm saying? So this year was a little tumble. We lost in the first round to Osh, and now they're looking to rebuild the program and rebuild the Imani tradition again.
Okay. Now, we do have some clips we're going to run right now of you, Springdale, and some of your junior and senior highlights as well. That's against Clarendon, right? The first time y'all beat them in school history, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that was kind of like your coming out party, man. Wow. All right. But, yeah, you said you wanted to talk about what's in your future and everything, man. Are you?
But before he does that, man, first of all, this is an award that we gave to Darrell Revis Island in the past, Gronk, Miles Sanders.
He just got drafted by the Eagles.
We're just so honored. But I think everybody want to know, Izzy, are you going to get in trouble for sitting next to all these pretty girls?
Oh, no.
Smoking Joe.
Nah, but like you said, man, it's a real honor to be categorized with those guys, especially Miles. When I was at Woodland Hills my 9th grade year, I played with Miles, so I know the hard work he puts in. I know the hard work these guys put in to get to the next level, and I'm ready to make that step forward.
Okay. Okay.
Did Miles ever go to class at Woodland?
No, Miles went to class.
Oh, come on.
He was on the honor roll.
Jim, when you've been going too much, you come back hating. Man, some things never change. But what's in your future, man? We know this is your first year at Imani, just having a starting quarterback, and you just lit it up. You and RJ were just doing big things out there. Well, now, what's in your future?
Well, what's in my future is I'll be attending West Virginia University for the next 4 years.
Okay. All right.
He be down there kissing cousins.
Oh, goodness. Jim's going to be off the chain, just so you all know. 2 months he's been holding it in, and he's just ready to let loose. So just go ahead. West Virginia. No, you looking to stay at quarterback?
Yeah, I'm still staying at quarterback. The staff wants me at quarterback, so that's where I'll be at.
Okay. All right. Hey, that's great. That's great lines coming out of this area. We had Major Harris, Rashard Marshall, all quarterbacks that came out, did big things at West Virginia, man. Just keep the string going, man.
Yes, sir.
Give it up for Izzy Reed. We'll talk to him a little more later in the show. All right, so while we're on this, we also have to go to the Allderdice Lady Dragons. Woo! They've just been dominating the city. I don't think these three have lost a game maybe in the city. I mean, they're just that talented. And next year, I think they're going to do big things. We're trying to follow them. We're trying to do a 24/7, just seeing what they're going to do. Great coach, great players, and we have 3 of the junior superstars. Come on up, Allderdice. Come on up. We got Sophia North, Brooklyn Jones, Emma Waite, and of course the coach, Ellen Gilliard. Come on up. Yes. We will. All right, well, they're all juniors, so we can't say seniors start first. So let's start with the point guard, Emma. And we do have some clips of Emma. Come up to the mic. All right. Tell the viewing audience your name. Tip it down. Yes, she plays basketball. She's a mean point guard. But just talk about this season. I know last year You all, of course, won city. You took home a SC Sports World Player of the Game for the city championship. Just talk about this year and the growth that you did individually.
Individually. So last year, definitely, we all came out as trying to be more leaders,
right,
being sophomores, and a bunch of seniors left. So this year, we definitely wanted to try and continue winning. You know, we won last year, we wanted to win again. But we also want to go farther, like in states, go outside of the city and show people that city players, we can play with the WPIAL too.
Right. Now, so this is your second or third championship? I lost count. It's been so many.
Second.
Back to back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gonna be 3, though.
Gonna be 3? I know. This summer, what kind of things are you working on to try to improve your game?
I play AAU, as those clips are from AAU, so I travel
what
a
AAU
lot.
team?
Legends Athletics. Yeah,
Okay.
they were called SMAC last year.
Oh,
but
okay.
They just changed the name. So yeah, Sophia and I actually played together.
Okay. All right, Emma, we're gonna come back to you. Ain't getting off the mic that easy. Let's all right, Sophia, can we run some of Sophia's clips? Now, you were also, Emma was voted Player of the Year in one of the papers, I think Post, and I think you were voted Player of the Year in the Tribune Review. Just dominant performances. Just talk about your season, Sophia.
Yeah, so, right, we won city champs, and we needed two wins to get into the state bracket, and we wound up losing the second game, which is the farthest we've come in 6 years or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, so next year we're definitely looking to win that second game and get into the state bracket, because I know we have a core of a lot of seniors next year and some sophomores next year, and I know we have the talent to get farther into the state bracket. So definitely looking forward to that.
Okay. Now, what are you working on this off season, this summer?
Well, right, I'm playing AAU with Emma.
Legends.
Yeah, and yeah, I'm practicing, I want to get more aggressive.
Okay.
And get quicker is my main things I'm trying to work on with my game. But yeah, I want to keep up my my shooting efficiency, that type of thing. Yeah.
Okay. All right, we got it. The third junior, Brooklyn Jones. She took home the City League MVP. Make sure you check out PCTV and watch it. She put on a show along with her other teammates.
I'm gonna give a clap since Lou won't let us get a question in.
Get a question in. I'm waiting for you. You've been talking the whole show, Smoking Jim. Go ahead. Oh, now you don't want to. You got gum in your mouth. Anyway, Brooklyn. I see all kinds of talent. Athletic. You can do a lot of things on the court. I'm looking for all three of you ought to take the next step. You know, a couple years ago we followed the Jacksons and Creighton and all those guys to the state title. I think you guys have that same potential. I just hope you guys work and just really achieve all your goals. Just talk about what you're going to do this offseason.
Like Emma and Sophia, I play AAU, and I just want to work on becoming a better scorer, work on becoming a better defender so I can help my team. If there's ever a tough time where I feel like we need to score, I want to be able to be counted on and stuff like that. So, yeah, just working on improving everything, honestly.
What AAU team are you
I
playing
play for the Western PA Bruins.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Jim, you said you wanted to ask a question. Ask a question.
Go ahead. I know you got it written down.
But no, I know you all have dominated the city, and sometimes when you go out, the competition's a little different. It looks like next year you all be dominant again. I think Obama does have some returning players, and maybe Westinghouse, but I think you are clearly the dominant team. How are you all going to be able to take that to the next level?
I think just staying focused, not sleeping on anybody, sticking to what we know we're good at, like running the floor, things like that, and just working. Like, we can't let up or anything like that because, again, we're the City League champs, so everybody's coming for us.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And let's get the coach. Let's get the coach up here. Of course, we gave Coach Ellen the City League Coach of the Year for girls basketball. Just dominant. She's turned the whole program around again. Just talk about this team and what the back-to-back. You know, we had a nice run where Westinghouse was dominant for a while. It looks like you have that program, Allderdice, on the same track where you are just going to be dominant for years to come, possibly.
Yeah, I'm extremely thankful because we had a lot of growing pains. You know, this is my first. They were with me during my first head coaching job. So.
Oh, okay.
We came in together,
Okay.
you know, so we're building more chemistry and trusting each other a little more. But these ladies work incredibly hard year-round. We do fall ball, we do spring league, we do summer league, we do open gyms where everyone comes. For the most part, most of these ladies do 2 sports.
Okay.
So we're really, it's just work ethic and trusting each other, basically.
And Coach, when you played Obama has Coach McCoy, who was All-American at West Virginia, Coach Porter, who was All-American at Pitt, Coach Rutherford, who was All-American at Pitt. All 3 of them are in their college's Hall of Fame. How did it feel to out-coach all 3 of them?
Well, a lot of people don't know that I actually played basketball, too. I went to Duquesne University, and I'm about to be inducted into my Hall of Fame soon.
So take that and stuff it, Jim.
I just went by a
Better
different
get
name
camera
because I got
down.
married, but I played professionally overseas, and I did play at Duquesne, and I went to WPIAL school, Albert Gallatin,
Okay.
back in the day.
Out
So
there, like Washington?
I'm not too washed up for.
We saw a clip of you draining some threes in the student faculty game.
Yeah, we lost though, so
Oh, y'all lost?
I'm still a little mad. Yeah, I had to get subbed out. So
Oh, okay.
Everybody
See, they
had
didn't
to
let you
play.
shoot enough threes.
pretty much. No, I'm joking. I'm just playing. I'm playing.
Hey, but definitely great job. We have y'all got the phone lines lit up already. Give it up for the Allderdice Lady Dragons. All right, hey, let's jump right to the phone lines. Caller, say your name, where you're calling from.
Hi, I'm Sophie. I'm friends with Emma, Brooklyn, and Sophia, and I just want to congratulate them on a great season, and we'll see them next year in the championship.
Okay. All
Can
right.
you hear me?
Yes, we hear you loud and clear.
Oh, yeah. We'll see you next
What's up,
year.
Sophie?
It is.
Hi. Hi, Sophie. Thank you.
I love you guys. Congratulations.
Love you too.
Thank you.
All right, thank you for the. All right, thanks for the call. Let's stay on the phone lines. Caller, say your name, where you're calling from.
Hi, this is MJ Taliaferro. I'm calling from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
I'm calling. I see all 3 of the young ladies are juniors this year. I was just wondering if they had any colleges
Ooh, great
or what their
question.
majors might be when they do attend college.
Took one of my questions. All right. So,
What majors?
colleges, majors. all that.
I mean, I'm kind of looking to major in, I'm not decided yet, but I'm kind of looking to major in like computer science or something along those lines.
Okay.
I don't know where I'm going to college yet, so.
Okay. Okay.
What's Brooklyn Jones going to do?
What am
Carter.
I going to do? I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I do have an offer from a university, but I don't know if I want to go there yet. I'm still waiting to see if I can get a few more. And I really don't know what I want to major in at all. So.
Okay, well, I just wanted to let you know there's a lot of nice, very popular colleges in Pennsylvania, and if you move this direction, you'll have the comfort of your grandmother.
Hey, excuse me, caller.
Yes.
You have a very famous last name. Are you related to the football players with that same last name?
No, I married into the name, and he
First,
probably married into his too.
yeah, the first black quarterback in NFL history.
That's true.
Right, he's a politician now, isn't he?
Okay, and the one kid that got paralyzed.
Oh,
Right,
right.
he's a
Walker.
politician.
Okay. Yeah. Great
Well,
football
thank you for
players.
your time. And my second question is for your staff. I'm an original Pittsburgh person. I came from Pittsburgh, lived there all my life. When you first came on, you had not one good thing to say about any of the teams. Do you ever give your opinion on what's good going on in Pittsburgh sports?
Yeah, we all love Gateway High School here.
Okay, well, thank
Listen,
you
no,
for your
a
time.
lot of it is positive. These two have been gone for a while, and they came back just wanted to rip something apart. But no.
That's not right. First off, everybody loves an underdog, so Jim's right. Everybody likes Gateway because they're losers. And I said something really good about the Pirates. I told you they have really good players. They just have a garbage management team. If they would get rid of Hurdle, they'd win World Series.
Okay, well, let's give our girls some motivation, okay? All right, thank you, guys.
Thanks. She had to put you on your place. Though.
You too.
A little bit. Hey, thank you for the call. We don't want to get in trouble with her. She sounds like she'll crack the whip on us a little bit. Hey, let's stay on the phone lines. Call, say your name, where you're calling from.
Hi, my name is Whitney, and I'm calling from Baltimore, Maryland.
Okay, thank you so much for calling. What's on your mind?
Well, one, I wanted to congratulate the girls, especially my little cousin, Brooklyn.
Thank you.
And I just wanted to call in and ask, I'm a teacher in Baltimore, Maryland, and I wanted to know, as you guys being role models and leaders to our youth, is there anything that you guys do out in the community so that they can be inspired by everything that you guys do, or you girls do?
Yes, I'll take it because Brooklyn passed it to me. Actually, next week we'll be tree planting for the victims. We'll be planting 11 trees for the victims of the Tree of Life Synagogue next week, next Tuesday at Allderdice. Both us and the boys team will be doing that. But so far we've cooked breakfast and Thanksgiving dinner at the Ronald McDonald House. What else have we done? We've done free clinics for the community. We cleaned out Wilkinsburg's library on Martin Luther King Day a couple years ago because they're turning it into a theater. For the Racial Injustice Summit, these ladies prepared cookies and food for the people for that.
Okay.
They're
putting in some work.
So yeah,
wow.
and
I was gonna say, wow.
Yeah.
All right, well, keep it up. I'm proud of you all, and that's great. Thanks for taking my call.
And Luther's doing a lot in the community. He's out there in Penn Hills trying to find all the money that they stole in the school district and trying to get that back.
There you go with the negativity again, Smoking Jim. Hey, but thank you so much for the call.
Thank you. I'm an Allderdice alumni, so go Dice.
I'll go Dice. All right. All right, let's stay on this phone lines. Izzy, get ready. We got something coming, Mike. You want to say something?
Coach, where are you going to plant the trees?
It'll be on Allderdice's campus.
Oh, okay.
It'll be right on campus. We're going to do it at 10 a.m. on May 7th.
Okay.
At Allderdice.
Wanna
So
go?
we'll be
Wanna
planting
go?
11
Is
trees.
it 7th to Saturday? Or?
It's a Tuesday.
Tuesday.
It's the middle of the school day. The boys coach actually asked us to be a part of it, so we're excited to do
Buddy
that.
or
Yes.
the new coach? Okay, Buddy.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, the former coach.
The former coach. Okay.
I got to work that day.
Hey, I like how you are dressed up. The blue jeans and the green shirts, and like they said, we could take a shirt. Next, just for future reference.
2X.
Hey, let's stay on the phone lines. Call us, say your name, where you're calling from.
Can we advertise the shirts here? So.
You can't say prices. You could show them, and if there's a website, you could tell them the website, but no prices. But let's get this phone call, and you all can get your spill ready. Call us, say your name, where you're calling from.
Hi, my name is Aunt June. I'm calling from Pittsburgh.
Okay.
I am also related to Brooklyn, so I kind of think
Brooklyn's
it's like a
in the
Brooklyn
house.
So,
What do they say? Brooklyn's in the house.
Brooklyn is in the house.
Hi, Aunt
So I
June.
really want to commend all the young people, the young man that got up representing his football team, and these beautiful young talented women, as well as their coaching and their school staff. And I am also grateful for the community work that the coach says that they're doing. We absolutely, positively want to let the world know that all young people are not out on the street misguided and immoral and crazy. What such a blessing to be able to celebrate with these young people, to continue to encourage them and support them. And thank you for putting them on your show. I'm also a PCTV producer.
All right.
So I know that this is a great venue to put people out there and let the world see what young people are doing. In the Bible, we say they have not all bowed down to Baal, and you have a great witness today that there are young people still doing the right thing. So congratulations to all of you. We support you. We love you. We will be your biggest cheerleaders and fans as you go into the world. Make a difference because you can. Thank you.
All right. Pass the offering plate. You just gave a sermon there. I appreciate that. We got our word for the week. Thank you so much.
Amen.
You're welcome so much. God bless you.
All right, God bless you. Hey, all right, let's stay on the phone last. Caller, say your name, where you're calling from.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Sean.
Hey, what's
up,
going on,
Sean?
Sean?
Hey, what's up, Sean?
Hey, welcome back, Smoking Jim and Mike. Good to see you guys back.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks. I'm thankful for my white friends.
Like we didn't call him. It's cool. You just
Mike comes back and the Penguins ain't in the playoffs.
right.
Well, you know what? On Facebook, the week before the playoffs started, I wrote that if they continued to play Matt Murray, that they would get swept in the first round.
Caught it.
You called it.
Good point.
They needed to play Casey DeSmith. Not every game, but they needed to put him in there now and then. This guy, what, he played 30 straight games? You can't do that.
Right. What's on your mind, Sean?
Not much. I just want to congratulate the young ladies on their success. Look forward to following them next year. Hopefully they are scouting for next year because I think they can make a good run at states next year. They had of players. I just hope that more girls at their school are coming out and looking at the talent that they had because if they just add maybe one more post player, I think they can make a good run at states this year. I know some of the coaches that coach the Legends basketball organization, the Williams family, battle. So Emma and Sophia, y'all getting good coaching from them guys. Just follow the direction and they'll lead y'all down the right path.
Okay.
So just wanted to say that. And just wanted to touch on the Steelers draft real quick. I like what they did. Have a funny feeling they're going to have a good year this year.
Yeah.
You had that same feeling last year, Sean.
Well, they got rid of
You had an 8-8 for 4 years in a row, so you can't say anything, Joe.
I'm going to put it like this. 04, Plaxico's last year, he leaves. They won the Super Bowl in Detroit the following year, and Luther, you and Kelly was up in Detroit for that.
Right.
08, 09, San Antonio, they let him go to the Jets, and they make it to the Super Bowl. This year, they just let Le'Veon and Antonio go. I think addition by subtraction is going to help them out. I think they're going to have a good season.
Okay. All right, you caught it. All right, Sean. Hey, real quick before, because the phone lines are packed, what did you think about your boy for Penn State? Your running back, Miles Sanders, got drafted by the Eagles.
I think that was a good pick by him. I just hope he stays healthy there. They have a lot of weapons there. If he just keeps his head down and just focus on what he needs to do, like he did when he was a freshman at Woodland Hills, I think he'll be good. Can I talk on boxing real quick?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Looking like 2020 is going to be Joshua against Wilder. Looking like 2020.
Man, they've been pushing that fight back.
Wilder been hiding in Alabama, man. Ducking Joshua for
Jim,
4
who
years.
is Joshua fight?
Huh?
All the top heavyweights, Wilder.
He got 4 championship belts.
Has he fought the top 4 heavyweights?
He got 4 championship belts.
Has he fought Fury?
Huh?
Has he fought Wilder? Has he fought Ortiz? He's fought none of them.
Let me see all of his fights. They get 100,000 people to watch him fight.
Well, it's not in New York. It's not selling out. It's not selling out in New York.
Yeah, and hey, Sean, Luther was a big baby fan. He on steroids.
No, I told you he was dirty.
Remember when I was out Vegas for Mayweather's last fight? Remember I got pictures with Big Baby.
Right, I remember that.
He had been roided up back then as well.
Was you shooting him up?
No,
Was you shooting him up? Was it used to be?
No, I mean, one thing I said about his situation, and I got to end this call real quick, is that he's not going to get that payday again.
That's a shame.
Nobody's going to trust him because you test for three substances.
Failed all 3.
Years. So.
And he failed in the MMA. Hey, Sean, I appreciate the call, man.
And you really didn't have to end it, Sean. It ain't like you going to a job or something.
Everybody's not you, Smoker Joe.
Man, he act like he had pressed like it's
Anyway, back to the phone. Last call. Say name where you're calling from.
This is Leonard Hammond calling from Penn Hills.
Hey, how you doing, Larry? What's on your mind?
Doing good. Just want to congratulate Izzy on everything he's doing. He's an amazing talent here.
Oh yeah, definitely. We enjoyed watching Izzy all these years. You know, at Imani. You know, just a great player. I can't wait to see him at West Virginia.
Oh, absolutely. And then after that, the draft.
Okay, okay.
That's when the Steelers will go to the Super Bowl with Izzy leading them, man.
Unfortunately, Izzy going to be going to the Cowboys, so.
Oh, man. Come on, man. You were doing good till you said that.
Hey, that's America's team. That's America's team.
Man, they haven't won anything in 20 years. Get out of here with that.
America's team.
Hey, they waiting on Izzy. Once Izzy bring his arm to the Cowboys, then they'll make it to the bowl again. Not until then, though.
So you already give it up on Dak, right?
Hey, man, when Izzy's in the game, man, that's who they're going to have to go with.
I like that.
All right, man. I appreciate the call.
I appreciate y'all, Steel City Sports World. I appreciate you, everything that y'all do.
Hey, thanks, Coach. Appreciate that.
Let me tell you how it's really going to work, Larry. In about 4 years, when Izzy's ready to get drafted, this washed-up rapist they got for a quarterback over there is going to be more of a bum than he is now, and he still can't do half the stuff we just saw Izzy do on TV there. So they'll be picking first. They might just pick him up. And if they want him to be a quarterback, they just drafted a wide receiver that can't see over the dashboard in his car. So maybe a 6'2" wide receiver will work.
He's the next AB. DJ's going to replace AB. Hey, hey, Larry, thanks again for the call, man.
Thanks for calling, Larry.
All right, have a good one.
All right. Hey, Izzy, we'll get right back to you. Let's get this last caller before we go back to you guys. Call, say your name, where you're calling from.
Hey, this is Tiara Reed calling from Atlanta, Georgia.
All right, ATL in the house.
All right. Sixth state we got today.
I just wanted to congratulate my brother Israel on being Player of the Year.
Oh, yeah.
He is awesome. I can't think of no one that's more deserving. Not only is he an awesome football player, but he's a student of the game, and he just loves the game. And so I just can't wait to see what the future holds for him, because I know God got a perfect plan for him, and I'm going to be right here supporting him. So congratulations, Israel.
Amen.
Thanks, Big Sis.
All right, I like all this preaching. Maybe it'll rub in on Jim. Maybe it'll help Jim a little bit, all that nonsense he's spitting out. I appreciate the positivity, though.
We're getting calls from all over the place. We stay on another hour, we'll get calls from Australia.
I think we hit about 10 states so far. So let's keep it up. But anything else on your mind? Looks like we lost that caller.
There's a lot to do in Atlanta, bro.
You got 2 minutes. Hey, let's go back to the phone last call. Say your name, where you're calling from. All right.
Nope.
Looks like we lost that call.
Caller gone.
Hey, no, Israel, now we have a lot of young people that watch the show. Everybody wants to go to the league or to college. What was the recruiting process like for you? Could you just tell your story, maybe encourage some of the young people?
His dad may want to talk about that.
His dad looks like he still could get out there and play a little bit.
Well, I'll start off with my recruiting process was a little long. It was a long, rigorous road. There was a lot of coaches interested in me. They never really pulled the trigger. They never really knew what position they wanted to really put me at, because I was really labeled as an athlete, but I really wanted to play quarterback.
Okay.
So going along the recruiting process, it was just like I had to know what I wanted to do.
Exactly.
And I had to stay on the focus. And at one point, it was like, what am I going to do after football? Like now, at that point, I had to just realize that I had to use football as my vehicle. Right. And that's when, like, things start rolling for me, when I stopped trying to just think about the league and really think about a career. Okay. So the recruiting process, all I have to say to you guys is just stay true to who you are, and everything will roll out down the hill, and it will be perfect for you.
Oh, so. Jim, he taking your job, man. I like the way he's speaking over there.
That's my godson, man. That's my godson.
He's going to take your seat. but what is you know what your major's going to be?
Oh, yes, exercise physiology, athletic training. It can branch me out into dentistry, physical therapy, things like that.
You got a plan. I like that. Hey, let's stay on the phone last. Caller, say your name, where you're calling from.
Good evening, gentlemen. My name is Mark, and I'm calling from the north side.
Is this Mark Brentley?
Yes, sir.
This the legend?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Coach Brentley, this is Smoking Jim. I gotta give you a shout out, man. You're the only one I heard you on KDKA Radio, and I'll be on, or a little plug, I'll be on KDKA Radio this Sunday at 5. I've been suspended 3 other times, but they lifted that.
We're the only show that haven't suspended.
But you're the only, I was listening one time, you're the only one that talked about Antonio Brown ain't been the same since he got knocked out by Burfict, and I thought you was on. I thought you was right on.
Yes, sir. Well, I appreciate that. I just think that's the whole new level that everybody forgets to talk about. And I got to raise my hand, Smoking Jim, because I'm guilty. On Sundays, I'm cheering and rooting them on. The Steeler organization, as well as the NFL, they have highlight reels of men getting hit and knocked out and limbs broken and so on. And so at some point, we have to give them some space to acknowledge those injuries can affect the mental health. And Antonio Brown, I said before and still believe that his actions, his outbursts of different things and craziness, the things he's done, I was so angry at the so-called Steeler Nation because within 24 hours, they flipped on him. They called him names. You know, the Steeler paraphernalia shop down in the Strip was selling jerseys that had a picture of him and Bell called Dumb and Dumber.
Wow.
In Pittsburgh.
Wow.
In Pittsburgh.
I do remember that.
So I was so angry, so disappointed, and yes, it is a little bit of racism too as well. And so I am still saying I pray for him. I would hope somebody who knows his family reach out to the loved one and ask them to do a couple of things. Embrace him, encourage him to get a full medical workup, and then get those 3 or 4 women to shut down off of his bank account. Okay? Because we know that's going on as well, too.
Wow.
But I called for 2 reasons. Number one, I just wanted to say to the young lady there, I wanted to say, first of all, I am watching and listening and checking out the mannerisms of your 3 young ladies there. And you ought to be commended because they speak very well. They're holding themselves very well. And it's a good thing when we're dealing with young folks. Secondly, when I hang up, I did tune in a little late. If you can go back and introduce the beautiful folks you have in the chief seats in the back, and just let us know who they are. I'd love to know that. My final comment is to sports experts there. When
only one expert here,
and not you.
I ain't gonna touch that, man. Le'Veon Bell and AB, when they both left, they both had some comments targeting Ben, and so I wanted to just raise the question: is there a possibility that Ben is part of the problem, being the the Mr. Diva, I deserve it all, I'm the number one guy, and did Ben
we might not have enough
purposely allow them guys to blow up so he can clear the deck to get a nice contract for himself? So I'm only raising a question. You're the experts. And so I just wanted to share that. Thank you so much, guys.
You know what, Coach?
Hey, Mark, thanks again for the call.
Sorry you went away, but that racist thing, that's just BS. Okay? These people, regardless what color they are, cheered for these same guys when they played for the Steelers, and they started to hate them because they turned out to be jerks. It doesn't have anything to do with their race.
Jim, you want to
That's
jump
just
in
garbage.
we can talk about it another day, but I agree 100%. You know listen, you know, my body is toxic. If I add a Big Mac to it, I'm adding to the toxicity. Ben is a Big Mac. Ben is a big time problem, and we all know it.
Ben's
but he's a great quarterback.
First off, he's a rapist, and second, he's a drama queen. Right? No matter, he'd do anything he could do possibly to get in the newspaper. And his problem with Antonio Brown and Le'Veon Bell is they got more press than he did.
And he's also a first ballot Hall of Fame.
That's fact. That's fact.
Not a chance.
You two have come back with a vengeance. Wanted to slash everybody, like the caller said. Listen, AB, he came out and he had some issues. Yes, the Burfict hit was nasty, but he was doing stuff before that. It just didn't get out. Once he got the money, the Facebook Live, he actually showed his true colors. Look for it to end badly in Oakland for him when Derek Carr is struggling out there. I'm just telling you what's going to happen. Derek Carr has not been, he's going to struggle. His numbers won't be the same. And watch how many Gatorade coolers he hits over then. Ben, yes, Ben has been a problem. That's why he's never, voted for MVP most of the years. There's a lot of things that he needs to change. So I put him on the plate. Also, Tomlin has to get some things. He said it was a cleansing of the locker room by getting rid of some guys. Now it's a fresh start. Hopefully things will change. I'm calling 10, 11 wins, playoffs. And who knows, once you get in the playoffs, we'll see. Now back to the
I was calling for Mike McCarthy to get the job, but I didn't get my win.
Oh, he got fired from Green Bay. Tomlin's better than him anyway. As far as the crew in the back, that's part of Izzy's cheering section. We got dad, we got sister, we got grandma. Everybody's in the house. I don't know if they want to say anything and stand up. Give a shout out to Izzy or what.
Give him the mic, Izzy. Give your dad
we
the
know
mic.
Dad, come on. We know you've been itching for the mic. Come on. Matter of fact, you might as well sit by Izzy. Come on up here, man.
Well, thank you. We're just glad to be a part of it. I'll say who I am. I'm Randy Reed, and I'm Israel's dad. And we're just so thankful that we're getting the opportunity not only to be here to showcase what we can do.
Come on, sit down or
there you go.
And slide in close to your set so we can get a good.
Also, I wanted to say the young lady, raise your hand. That's his sister, Christina. That's Christina Reed, and that's Israel's sister. And the young lady, my first lady right there, is Sheila Reed.
How in the world did you get somebody that beautiful?
That's Israel's mom. And the hierarchy there, the next young lady over there is our hierarchy to our family. That's Miss Janet Bryant. That's Sheila's mother and Israel's grandmother. So the young man wanted to know who we was, so we just announced that. And so we're just excited about being here and doing everything that we have to do to support Israel. And we're so happy about the young ladies, and this is my first time meeting them, but my God, the back-to-back, do you know how hard it is to win one?
Yeah.
And then you talk about winning two back-to-back, and then the young ladies really excited me when they said they were looking for a three-peat. They were looking to do a three-peat.
Yeah.
You know how hard that is. That's history, and that goes down in the hard drive. And I tell you, y'all keep on driving. I know you can do it, and I know it can be a three-peat. So congratulations on everything that you have done. And the coach, I'm excited.
Just one quick. I know we got to keep rolling, but was they paying y'all a little bit at Armani? Because I've never seen you in Nikes before. They're pretty nice shoes.
Go ahead, Jim. Hey, listen, we're going to take these two calls, but I do want Sindel, who helped us out passing out the trophies, and we have some more trophies to pass out. Tell the viewing audience who may not know a little bit about yourself and what's going on with you real quick.
So first off, I just want you ladies to know that I totally believe in the three-peat. For those of you guys who don't know me, I am the former Mrs. Pennsylvania America 2018, and it took me 3 times to win. So I'm all about hashtag 3 times the charm. So that's going to be your hashtag motto this year. I'm a model born and raised in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and I do a lot of volunteering around the area, so I love that you guys are doing that. I do free haircuts for veterans, homeless women in shelters all across the Pittsburgh area, and I also volunteer for the American Heart Association. My platform is Heart Health Awareness. And my father suffered a heart attack and stroke just a couple years ago, so that's kind of why my platform's there. And it's really, really important for me to hear that you ladies are out here doing amazing things. You guys are so young and you have so much to look forward to, but I really, really love that. And just hear that a coach is supporting you like that, it's so amazing. You girl, you got to find out where you're going to college. We got this. Okay, so three-peat, that's what you guys are going to do. 3 times the charm. That's going to be your motto. I'm so excited for you ladies, and just thank you guys so much for letting me be here today.
All right, Sindel. Hey, let's go back to the phone lines. Caller, say your name, where you're calling from.
Hello, I'm Deshaun Ray. I'm calling from Greensburg Park right now. I just wanted to congratulate Israel Reed on WPIAL Player of the Year.
All right.
Appreciate it, cuz.
I just wanted to keep it short and sweet, man. Have a good one. Enjoy it.
Thank you very
All
much.
right, thank you for the call, man. Hey, let's stay on the phone. Last caller, say your name, where you're calling from.
Hi, this is. I just wanted to congratulate the Foster to be played here. We're going to West Virginia. We're going to West
For West Virginia, I think she was talking to you, Izzy. For West Virginia.
Oh, thank you.
Hello?
Yeah, can you
Yeah,
hear
we
us?
can hear you good now.
Can you ask your question again? We really didn't hear it.
I'm sorry. This is Raya. I want to congratulate Israel from the Foster family for being Player of the Year and making it to West Virginia.
All right.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for the call. Do you have a question for him?
No, I just wanted to congratulate him.
All right, appreciate the call. All right. Also, what we wanted to do, City League Player of the Year in the girls program. Jim, you might want to grab that and pass it over, man. Just wake up, Jim. But it was a tough call. We got together. They had 3 deserving athletes, and the one that we voted for this year. Matter of fact, all of them have received trophies from us. We said Emma Waite, 17 points a game. Was just outstanding the entire season. But it could have gone to either one of the Allderdice. It had to go to somebody from Allderdice. I mean, all 3 of them were terrific. Great basketball players, great people. We just enjoyed covering them. Emma, just talk about your season, MVP. It seems like every time we see you, we're giving you an MVP trophy or something. Just talk about the season, Emma.
Yeah, so this season definitely became more of a scorer, like you said. I don't know what my average was, but
I saw 16.7 in a couple publications,
okay,
so
cool.
that was number 1 in the city.
Yeah, definitely. Like you said, I want to give a shout out to. It could be either of us every single game. One of us steps up to the plate, so yeah.
All right, so I mean, just talk about some of your formative years. I know you played at the boys' club. I know you and Jackson, when you all had won MVPs, you played at the boys' club. Just talk about that experience, because I know you played with some of the boys and you played in the co-ed competition, correct?
Yeah. Since for a long time I played at the boys and girls club.
Boys and girls. right. Boy, my fault. I left the boys and girls club. Right. Thanks for correcting me.
Yeah, it was probably there was only 5 girls max, probably.
Right.
I think Sophia played with me sometimes, but yeah, it was definitely different. Makes me play. I definitely play more aggressive because I played with boys before. So.
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably why I don't play I'm as short as I am. I play taller because I.
Yeah, you might be listed as 5 feet, but you play like every bit of 6'7". I mean, because you're in the mix, and we saw that in the championship game. So great season. Keep it up. We're excited for all 3 of you all for next year. We hope to have that same type of following. Get out there and support Allderdice Lady Dragons. Next year, 3 in a row. They're trying to make a run at state, and I'm just excited. Great year for all you all. But Emma, congratulations. Good, Mike.
Formative years.
Huh?
Formative years.
Well, they're still formative.
Is that really what you said?
Is that? Anyway.
It was over my head.
A little over. Anyway, let's go back. Coach, the pressure's going to be on next year. 2 years in a row, dominated the city. We're expecting big things. Just talk. We know these girls will be seniors next year, but you played some freshmen as well. What do you think about next year? I mean, you should be pretty excited about this team.
I'm very excited. I think we all are, but we know that it's not going to be easy.
Right.
I mean, like Sir had said here, once is tough, 2 is double as hard, 3 is going to be difficult. We have big goals just outside of the city too, the WPIAL, and we have a lot ahead on our list. So our formula is not going to change. We're going to stick to our strengths and try to avoid our vulnerabilities. We're going to be in the gym year round. So that's what we're going to do. We know each other. We know our DNA. We know what we need to do to get it done. So it's just time to put in the work.
Right, because I know this year you beat Thomas Jefferson, right? That was one of the top schools in the WPIAL.
Yeah, but the game before that, we lost by 50 to Chartiers Valley. Right, well,
Chartiers is the team that beat TJ.
So I hate to bring that up, but a lot of our personality is we're pretty resilient. Like, we get back up again. And we face adversity as a team, individually. We had our obstacles as well. We like to get back up again. We thrive whenever it's against us. Everyone belittles us, thinks nothing of us because we're from the city. We do play girls basketball. That's not a strong following as well. And so we're just really trying to prove everyone wrong and most definitely put in the work, because that's where it always starts at, putting in the work, remaining humble, giving back to the community. That's the formula.
Well, I tell you what, Coach, I'm on the committee for the City League Hall of Fame. And I think I'm going to have to put Coach in there before I put Curtis Martin in there.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, I appreciate that. Seem like a tough critic.
Tim's just a hater and a troll. But Brooklyn, I want to ask all the athletes this. Maybe some players that you watch and maybe kind of model your game after or take some things from. I'll ask Allderdice Dragons, and then I'm going to go to Izzy and ask the same thing.
I follow a lot of women's basketball, whether it's college or the WNBA, and I love looking at point guards because I know that's what position I'm probably going to end up playing. And I like players like Jewel Lloyd, Sue Bird, in college. Ooh, there's a lot. I mean,
right.
But yeah, I just love to watch women's basketball, study it, and pull some things from different people.
Okay, great.
Yeah, I'm trying to watch more college now, but I mostly watch NBA because I like the high level intensity. My favorite player is LeBron James.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, King James.
I also like people I also admire. I like Chris Paul a lot.
Okay.
I like Damian Lillard's game.
Ooh,
yeah.
Underrated, man. Underrated. Damian Lillard's one of the most underrated point guards. I've been saying that for 3 years.
Yeah, to go off what Brooklyn said, I definitely look at point guards, a bunch of point guards, 'cause that's like the only position I could play. But definitely like Rondo, definitely love him. Yeah, pass first.
All right.
Me, I model my game after basically 2 people. Cam Newton's one for his athletic ability.
And his shoulder.
There you go.
And his shoulder. And also Aaron Rodgers, his accuracy, his preparation.
Did you get it?
Him knowing where everything's going to be at, I like that. So I try to model my game after those 2 players.
All right. Avoid as many headshots because Smoking Jim is a classic case of CTE. So it's all right to run out of bounds. As you don't have to try to run through everybody like Smoking Jim did, because you see the effects. Hey, real quick, I do want to get Dad's perspective on recruiting, because we have a lot of parents that get confused. Coaches will lie to them and different things. As a father, recruiting parent, what can you tell parents about this recruiting thing, as far as the honesty or dishonesty of some of the coaches or the pitfalls? What can you tell parents?
Well, to be honest, it's a lot that goes into it, and we didn't know and we didn't understand everything when we first got started, and we wanted Israel to start going to school. So we started looking at a whole lot of different schools, and we realized that what schools do, and just like the NFL does it too, they go after players that they need at the time. And so if you're being recruited, you got to stay focused to what you really want to do. Because you got to understand what you want to do, because you got to understand what they want too. Because they'll say, wanting Israel to be safety or linebacker because they seen him play defense and all that. But really, it would have been a shame for him not to play quarterback.
Right.
So we had to stay focused to us. So going through that process is understanding what that school needs too and what you want to do. So you got to get out there early, and I'll tell people get out there early, which we did. We wasn't able to do that, but we learned through the process that if you get out there early, and I'm talking about starting 9th and 10th grade, getting a relationship with the different colleges that you might want to go to, get a relationship with them and go through the process and understand what they need and build a relationship with their with their coaches, with the athletics, and even with the school, building a relationship going through that. So that's one of the things that we learned in the process. And as we stuck to what we was doing, by the grace of God, West Virginia just fell out of the sky for us, and we were just so happy, and they were so excited to have Israel to come, because at the time they really needed another arm.
Right.
And so they needed him. Other than that, they would have been saying, "Oh, you can come, but can you play this for us?"
Mhm.
So that's what I learned in the process.
Coach, I
if
only
I
got
made
one.
sense.
I only got one request, Coach. Please beat Pitt by 60.
Okay, say it again.
Please beat Pitt by 60.
All right.
They even play anymore.
Hey, real quick, I just wanted to thank Coach Allen for bringing the players on, and the ADs for helping us come, the parents, of course, for allowing them to come. It's definitely an honor. We're glad that we could award all the deserving athletes.
How
and
many
the ones who
no-shows
couldn't.
did you have?
We had quite a few no-shows, but we're talking about the ones who did show.
You know what,
And I appreciate you guys.
We sit up here every month and across from some good people and from some people you'd like to run over in the parking lot. But it's like today where we have 4 outstanding athletes, a great coach, and a great supporting family. It's a real pleasure to do a show when you got people like that on.
Nobody
Thanks for
shakes
coming.
the dice
Thank
twice.
you very much.
Listen, and on that note, I disagree with you. I gave the draft a B-. I think Devin Bush is going to be a star, sideline to sideline.
What tight end can he cover? He had one career interception.
Listen, he runs a 4.4. He's 5'11", 240.
I like him.
I think he's okay.
Who'd they get in the second round?
You said the same thing.
Who'd they get in the second
They didn't have
round?
a second round
Oh,
pick.
thank you.
Okay,
What
but
they
he's
got-
worth it.
You're right. Devin Bush was a great move, and when they picked him, moved up to pick him, you started to think, well, maybe the Steelers have come to realize something, and they're doing something right. But then they turn around and draft a 5-foot wide receiver, and you realize, no, they're just the same old Steelers.
He's the next AB. Listen,
And was he going to Oakland?
23 touchdowns in 2 years. I like his speed. He can return kicks. He's fast. He's elusive. He'll be a star.
Well, the NHL,
He's with Ben.
The
He'll be a
NFL wasn't
star.
really all that good, but it's better than the mock. I think he might find himself in trouble.
Hey, I just want to thank everybody for tuning in. Thank all the callers from all over the country, from Atlanta, everywhere, for Smoking Jim, for Mike, I'm Luther, for all the guests. Thank you for tuning in. We'll check you out next time. Peace.
Right.